and gentlemen, boys and girls, this the NewzBeat presented to you by ladies like. Follow the beat from the studio to the street. Info with the flow keeps you sharp and in the know. Sit back, relax, enjoy the news. Follow. Uganda's mid-year crop harvest has managed to sustain the East African region so far, despite the food shortages in mainly east districts of Teso and Karamoja. And although 83% of Uganda's population is still food secure, the Ugandan authorities say food stocks will only last till the end of this year. Because the crop harvest in the month of August was poor, Uganda has sold 14,000 tons of maize to Kenya and Rwanda since August, but the exports have tightened due to Uganda's poor harvests. So, Kenya is planning to get emergency maize imports from Tanzania this month, and intends to purchase about 150,000 tons of maize in advance, as it does not have enough maize to last till the end of this year in its strategic grain reserves. More than 1 million people in mostly the coastal areas and northeastern Kenya are facing food insecurity, and more than 2 million people in Burundi are facing starvation due to civil conflicts that has disrupted agricultural activities. Zimbabwe, Burundi, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo, which are experiencing grain shortages, are also expected to import grain from Tanzania as their agricultural production continues to be affected by extreme weather changes. However, Tanzania is now holding on to the surplus in its grain shortages. Drought has affected crop production in Teso sub-region, Karamoja, West Nile, and the Ajori region in northern Uganda, which has left nearly 500,000 people in this region exposed to hunger. Even Uganda's central western districts that usually expect torrential rains this season, like Muwende, Sembabule, Nakaseke, and Nakasongola, are experiencing drought conditions. However, Isengiro district has not had any rains this year, with their local residents losing crops and their animals they rear. More than 8 million people in Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, and Burundi are now facing starvation due to a poor harvest that has strained the food reserves in the region. Ivory Coast is growing stronger day by day. Our reporter MC Loy is here with the details.
3 of the world's top 10 fastest growing economies are from Africa, and Ivory Coast has the second fastest growing economy in the world behind Myanmar. The West African country has benefited from government privatization plan for national development, which has made it more attractive to foreign investments. Almost 70% of Ivorians are engaged in the world's leading cocoa and coffee beans producer and exporter. But Ivory Coast's over-dependence on agriculture has left it vulnerable to fluctuating commodity prices, compelling the Ivorian government to diversify its economy and reform its policies. And as a result, Ivory Coast has increased its public and private investments, especially in infrastructure, and has built one of the most modern telecommunications networks in sub-Saharan Africa. Investments in the oil-rich country's thermal power and abundant hydroelectricity have also been an economic booster. However, although Ivory Coast has an extensive power grid that cuts across the whole nation, the power is consumed by only 40% of its population, because many of its citizens cannot afford to buy and get the electricity meters installed, which has prompted the Ivorian government to eliminate the meter costs through a program called Electricity for All. Investments in infrastructure have also boosted transportation, as Ivory Coast now has over 8,000 miles of paved roads in excellent conditions. The country's rail links are also being upgraded to completion, and the Abidjan port has been improved to become the most modern port in the West African region. African Development Bank also returned its headquarters to Abidjan from Tunisia following years of relative peace, and has helped fund one of the country's biggest infrastructure projects, the Henry Konan Bedi Bridge. However, as Africa's fastest growing economy surges onto prosperity, almost half of its citizens are still languishing in poverty. Nevertheless, the Ivorian government has been commended for the country's exemplary economic transformation a few years after it had been dubbed as a water nation. I'm MC Loy, reporting for NewzBeat.
Thank you, MC Loy, for that report. Finally, Uganda introduces a water ATM service. Our reporter Oki Forever is here with more.
Water is still a big source of disease in our country, more than malnutrition, malaria, or HIV. Fishing communities are most at risk, but a solution has emerged from Jinja district. Fishing communities in Chikondo and Kisima can now pull water out of an automatic teller. Yes, that's right, an ATM for water, a real blue gold dispenser, and great news for the local health center. Who says the area comes from bad water? The communities around water bodies are at stake, traditionally getting their waters from the lake. Thanks to the partners of Water Mission Uganda, there is now a chance for access to clean and safe water water. The water ATM works more like a bank than the regular water tank. You can get a 20-liter jerrycan for only 50 shillings. All you have to do is put in your card into the machine. No need to walk long distances or wait for customers. Water is always available, healthy and reliable. A sign that even the most remote communities can fix their problems with the advanced technologies. I'm Oki Forever, reporting for NewzBeat.
Thank you, Oki Forever, for that report. A Man of Good Hope is a play that has come from Cape Town to claim its success in London. It was devised by Isango Ensemble, an all-black troupe from Cape Town, altogether a talented group. The play was co-produced by Royal Opera and was showing at the Young Vic Theatre. It tells the story of a refugee's 13-year journey. Asad Abdullahi fled from Somalia through Kenya, Zambia and Zimbabwe to reach South Africa. A Man of Good Hope is based on a book written by Johnny Steinberg. It looks into Asad's life from when he fled Somalia to when he reached the Promised Land. But the Promised Land was not what it seemed, and Asad faced more trouble than he had ever dreamed. The play tells of his life, love, family and education, and the struggle with different forms of oppression. It becomes an epic tale, both tragic and uplifting, hilarious and heartbreaking, as the talented cast takes us into his past. The cast use collective compost chants, stamping dances, instruments and laments. Soloists break out into the song on stage, and behind them, the choir voices resonate. The play is extraordinary, but it's also the reality for millions of refugees fighting daily for their dignity. If there's anybody out there having skills and wants to be part of the NewzBeat team, please send us a video of you presenting a piece, reading news in rap. Mail it to newzbeatuganda@gmail.com or newzbeatuganda@facebook.com. And here is our first contestant's video. His name is Bongomin Edmond.
Finley is the name given to the baby who was born twice after life-saving tumor surgery. Originating from a place called Louisville in Texas, where the baby's mother was expecting. At 16 weeks, the fetus had a tumor in her spine which had grown up to her size by that time. The tumor started shutting down the baby's heart, only giving a 50% chance to survive or even smile. The mother recalls being told to terminate the pregnancy or else it's a loss, but the doctors at the Texas Children's Center suggested one surgery but at a risky cost. During the operation, Dr. Cass said they used a large incision just so they could pull it off. A large amount of tumor was removed before the baby was then sewed into her mother's womb. Now, having been introduced once, this is the second time that she's being born again. Teratoma is a rare form of tumor affecting 1 in 30,000 live births in 1 year. My name is Bongomin Edmonda. My stage name is Zafa and I'm aspiring to be a NewzBeat reporter.
You can like, vote or decide if he deserves to be a new NewzBeat reporter on our Facebook page. That was the news of the beat. Next week will be another hit. Still let us like, reporting live and direct with love and respect. Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.